Excuse me. All right. Well, good morning again. I sat here for hours, but yeah, 4 in the morning, 4:02. So I think I jinx myself every time I want to go on earlier. I end up going on way later. Testing. Is there audio? Oh, that's why. Whoops. Alright. It's on. Alright, testing part 2. My bad. Alright, okay. Now I know. Sometimes when I sit here too long, it disconnects, but it'll stay on. Alright. Hope anyone who sees this is having a... Hey, Appalachia Ben. Sent me a pheasant bag. Evening, y'all. Yeah, every time I try to come on a little earlier, I end up just sitting here. But that lot came in from eBay. Found someone who had a... How would you... oh my gosh, I said the word too many times today. Estate sale. Ended up with a pile of stuff. And it came with a good amount of these chatter barrels. I'm not sure what you would call them. Or what you call them. But pretty neat, like little Christmas lights, little glass tubes with some metal orbs in there. So I was trying to figure out a way to conceal one in there, and so when I was putting the stuff away, and it came with loads of tide flies, which is ideal. It's one of the reasons why I scooped it up, that and the amount of bucktail it came with, but loads of them. And these are ones that are pretty staple in every saltwater fly pattern book, called like roaches, some of them. And I can never really picture their setup. And I have one out here. And this one has some, not bucktail, something else. I don't know. Maybe bucktail for that white stripe, but the body is, oh, my eyes are seeing double. Whoa, there's people. Oh, right on. Hey, John Wick. Yeah, learning still. Chaos keeps unfolding, so I think in November will be a full year since started to learn. Got this, they tied in there, but I want to add it to a clouser. So the goal is essentially this. That's gonna be its full, perhaps, purgante belly. And I have a vague plan, but I've never, I tried working, or I tried tying something with this the other day and it did not go well. I don't know why some things I just won't stop and look up how, but yeah, how do you do that? Because it's very unravelly. Maybe I have to cut it. That felt like cutting too much. Don't want to waste this stuff, but oh. This tool is to clean bobbins. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna see what happens. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's like a Chinese finger trap. Might be too small. Dang it. That was super large stuff. Maybe that is. Try to find a use for that scrap. Like sabiki, maybe. This stuff is glorious. Blew my mind the first time I seen it. That's a funny feeling. Feels like I'm like like stashing something. Oh, well, I guess it'd be over here. I mean, that's pretty sick. Shoot, but it's coming all kinds of undone. Alright, I have to like look up a video, I guess. Maybe just kind of hang out. It's 4 in the morning. I did a few things, but mainly just organized. Finished moving some furniture, and gonna start moving on to the other rooms, which has been brutal. There's just so much stuff, and there's like bags of mail, so trying to figure out if I should just burn it now or wait a few months till it'll be enjoyable, because it'll be cold out. I did find a fire pit, so I do have a place to burn it. I don't have to like make a contained area or anything. Try to find a sand pit. There isn't a yard or anything, really. The yards are quite small here. I wanna see. Oh, wow. Jeez. Oh, I mean, I appreciate it. Swim fast enough, but man, yeah, that haul, not haul, but lot, surreal. Came with so many bucktails. Well worth it, 76 bucks plus however much, and finally got some of the Flash. So this is what I was meaning. We have like similar colors. So super rigid, but still like nice, you know. But pretty rigid. Every time I see in old videos though, when they grab the flash, it looks so lush and soft. And that lot came with a few really nice, and it's just ever so slightly thinner. And it doesn't even look thinner, but you could tell by feel a lot. And the colors are pretty otherworldly. And I wish I knew who made this stuff, because this is the exact gold I was looking for, where it's small. And this Britney Spears butterfly dress from the early 2000s. That reminds me of, I think, I don't know, or a McDonald's toy. Something had a material like that. But super lush, and a lot of really good colors. I like the lots because some it'll be kind of like a theme going, or if it's somebody else's like tools or supplies, it'd be like a bunch of like a bunch of bucktails or a bunch of packs of marabou, and then a few other random things. And it's the random things that are great because I end up with stuff that wouldn't pick out or pick up if getting something from a shop, because usually getting something specific. And the sea of fly tying materials, man, I'll be hung up on its vastness for a good amount of time. There's so much, it's wild. But yeah, it honestly took it out. I mean, optical fire. Yeah, and I had these aside, these like weight things, skirts, and there's a weight, like a figure 8 shape weight in there, or like a gourd shape. And I really liked this material, but man, I didn't want to cut them up. And so this lot, I mean, it didn't come with black, but it came with the same colors essentially, and some green for good measure. How well does that? That's the stuff right there. Kind of a crimped material. Blew me away getting the same colors though. I know that like common colors, but it was finally. It looks so scaly. I really want to blend fibers, but I gotta get to know them better before I can do that. And this blew me away too, the loose ones. Holy trucks. That's intense. But yeah, this ripply, like there's a few things that I don't know. Yeah. I slowly feel like I don't know, a little more energy. I fell asleep in the sun today, which I thought I woke up in hell. Like an internal ring too, like not even on the outskirts. it was brutal, but man, it was like a rechargeable battery. I mean, we essentially are, but I've been in this house for too long because it just evaporates my energy. It always has. And uh, oh yeah, I did find the Paris Hilton book. I don't, but um, yeah, there's so many boxes of mail. I have no idea what to do with, and I've been trying to go through it, but it's wild. Some of the stuff that goes so far back, and trying to figure out where all the leaks are and stuff like that, and like stay as busy as I possibly can, because I can't even sleep. If I lie down to sleep and wake up the next day, I get too in my mind, so I have to just wait until I run out of energy and then get to the point like if I sit down, I'll fall asleep. So I've been doing that for the last like week for sure, and kind of bled together. And finally did order some fish oil though. Highly recommend. Not fish oil. Well, it's fish oil, but cod liver oil. It's been around and used for so long. I am trying to wear myself out. But it's been around for so long. However, try to get the glass bottle. I forget what the brand is. I just got a small bottle this time. It's like $40. And I think 16.9 ounces. But stuff is golden. And like nutrient, there's like a paywall around nutrients these days. So like one of the big reasons that I got back into fishing rather was food. And living in Florida, you can't get seafood. Yeah, check these out. A few more lures from this lot. Came with 2 massive ones, which I was thinking exactly that we're on offshore, because I have some 120-pound tests to make articulated for out there maybe, but I've never seen these in person. I've seen them in pattern books or on websites, but so I want to try to retie them, like retie, because I couldn't possibly throw this in the water, but it was tied from the materials that came in the lot, so I can just retie it and then fish this dude's or this person's thanks. The meaty mono. Tandem. Is this considered tandem? I don't know. It's like the first day my voice is working too. Gosh. I can't get over these. Gonna really be able to make one of those trawling chandeliers. I don't want to catch a marlin though. I don't want to catch any armed fish. They're all armed, like with shivs in their fins, but and their teeth too. But I don't understand the like, especially like, okay, maybe like no, it's still wild as hell. every marlin video looks AI, like, just because of like how ridiculous it is. Or marlin fishing, especially like when they breach, it's beautiful. But as soon as it gets closer and closer to the boat, and I just don't. It's the greatest like on the spot thinking, hand-eye coordination. It comes sword first, because the hook's usually in its mouth. It's just crazy. It's like and it has a ring to it, like fly fencing, I think it is. Because yeah, it's even wilder, the fly fishing. I don't know why I haven't looked up who the first person to catch a marlin on the fly was yet, but I got to. I just want to hold that up again. It's a big. That's the biggest I've seen in person. Because it's the Atlantic right there, so sometimes it is a little difficult to try to figure out how to tie larger and larger, and keep ending up with this about the same size. Like I haven't been able to pass a threshold, and even if I use larger hooks, but I haven't made any articulated sense of these, but I just need beads. I need to dig out beads. I got plenty of beads, but I just gotta dig out ones with a channel large enough. But it came out nice. This was the first attempt. This was the first attempt. But I found a roll of Dacron at the marine salvage, and just used that for the line in between. I'm not very good with mono yet. It's the patience, because it's such a rigid. Every time it moves, it does a lot. So I need to plug in that thing so I can just burn little notches into it and burn screw ups away. But dang, how do you get a thing in this tube? I don't want to. Kind of screwed up a large portion. It feels so nice, the silver. So scaly. And I see it used a lot. And I've tried multiple times in these last few days. I just can't get it. This hunk of shite was and you could. I gave up immediately, but I tried to see it to completion. But ow, jeez, sorry about that. Still getting used to this desk a little bit, but excuse me. Where are the fish? Oh man, gee, that's nice. Adonis, cheers, yes. Always, unfortunately. Catfish, yeah, that's right. We have the gaff top sale here. You're not supposed to fish on the boat docks, but people do. I like when people are fishing for catfish because it's so nonchalant. Just have a hook, like a rope, on a hook tied to whatever. Not tied to any reel or anything, just a rope with a hook. Maybe a piece of chicken or chicken heart on it. Which reminds me, I left a bag of chicken hearts and stuff in my friend's freezer before before I moved back here. I should probably uh, film in on that. Oh wow. Yeah, so I was floating the idea around to my mom that I should make the garage was split into an apartment. It's like I should just make that a spare room for people that come to Florida to fish, because fishing tourism needs to be a little more active. Fort Lauderdale by the Sea traumatized me, and there was no fishing by the sea. It was an experience that I don't want to have again. That's for dang sure. But uh, it's like $100 a night to sleep in piss in this area, and it's not the most realistic thing for people to come out of town to here and be able to even find a place to stay. So wanted to just set that up to be a spare room for fishing, because I'm in Palm Beach County and it's right on the Atlantic coast. So, and more people equal more fish. And I just could just like, hello Arthur. I'm an old lady. But yeah, that seems like the plan thus far. I mean, everybody's has theirs as Airbnbs. Like, why can't we have a random fishing shack back there? And like, anyone can use it as long as they fish. So they're coming. Still hungry. I haven't been able to get out yet. I guess life had to fully fall apart before I still can't get over it. Still in shock. I haven't processed a damn thing. Wow. Yeah. See, I'm in Southeast Florida. We do have sea trout, but I don't even think I have never seen or heard them in my area. I'm not sure if they come down this far. I don't know what's migratory yet. Because some of these fish surprise the heck out of me. Way more well-traveled than I'd ever imagine. But, let me see. Yeah. I was wondering if that was it. I've never seen a trout in person, so sometimes it's hard to, um, like, remember it. That's insane. Like, that's another one. Like, some of the old salmon fly patterns look AI. Like, if you were to type, like, in an AI image generator, like, uh, fishing fly, that's how, like, mind-bending and, like, tripped out they are, and just, like, odd. And not odd, anyway, but it's just the most mind-blowing print is what I'm trying to say. It just doesn't seem real, and it really is. It's impressive. Like, I can't imagine what that looks like in person. I know it doesn't light up like those specks like light up like in a like Christmas decoration. It's just the craziest print. And here, I think color-wise, the two prettiest. Well, there's a bunch of really pretty fish. Like the reef fish are all pretty because they're all like swimming rainbows. Like the parrotfish blow my mind every time. But the peacock bass, even though it's not native to this area, crazy colors. I've never seen one in person, but the colors are surreal. And mahi-mahi for saltwater, the green and blue. It's funny with their mouth open. Right? Hogfish are one of those one, and like swimming, they look like Eevee, the Pokemon Eevee. Just ethereal, like ethereal, angelic, but very adorable. And however, when they're caught, holy shit! I don't know why people would mount one with their mouths open because it's the most big bird, goofy shit in our ocean. But when they're swimming, they're like majestic. As soon as they're oh dear. But it's hogfish. My area is a hotspot for snook and sheep's head, which I haven't tried fishing for sheep's head yet, but I do have a little mini crowbar thing for barnacles. Every time I read about sheep's head, they always mention scraping barnacles and putting them in a chum bag. So I'm trying to find a picture of it swimming. Well, I'll have to show you my pictures because everyone seems to get silly goose images of these things. Okay, there's some ethereal. Their eyes are just they're insane looking down there. Like I really wish it's just not fair. I mean, what would in reality, like what would happen to your skin if you just stayed in the ocean? Like had a slept with an inner tube around your neck so you could stay. It's just such a much better than space. Space is scary as hell. The ocean is too, but man, it's finite. Doesn't seem so, but 'tis. Space gives me instant tunnel vision. What the? I would inhale water. This would kill me if I saw that in person. That is some funny shit. I'm sorry. I would inhale water if I saw. If I mean, I guess like when they are held and they're like caught and they have their mouth up, like it opens that wide for a reason. That's crazy. This person's painting has caught the. But in the parrotfish, they have beaks, and you can see them. Hey, Wendy, look at these bad boys. I got a lot of some fly tying materials from eBay. Someone had a, what's it called? Estate sale. And ended up with a few like boxes of stuff. And they had more, but they sold it already. And just happened to be scrolling by. Yeah, so been looking for people to look at the boat. I'm trying to find a situation where I can find mechanics that maybe don't have a boat and can use this one whenever, because I will gladly hitch a ride also whenever. And I don't trust my skills yet. I like learning through observation, like being I don't know, kind of made to perform said whatever learning, like in front of the more knowledgeable person. There's too many discrepancies, man. In the boating license, you just get online. That's a questionnaire. I can Google the answers. Like, I, I'm allowed. You could, you can captain a boat, but they're like in the intercoastal is fine, but going in and out inlets is a whole. We have a few big inlets, but like say Boynton Inlet, which is one of the more popular ones, it's so small, so the water is so tumultuous. I think that's the proper word for it, but it's intense over there. There's a lot of videos on YouTube here, Boynton Inlet. Not as intense as Hallover, which I'm still not too sure what Hallover is. If it's like what it goes into. Is it true that we get prunes so we could grab rocks easier when we're snorkeling? That's what I've always heard. But, and it came with a load of thread. A load of thread. So, I don't like running out of stuff because I don't have a local shop, so. So much. Granted, I had like 2 or 3 rolls of it already. Like, yeah, 3 rolls. But holy trucks, those all Danvilles. Some of the most like precious colors. And it matches like the rainbow or prism or what have you matches exactly to the bucktails too. So I really want to try to make, which I just one of those high ties, I think called a high tie. I'm sure there's a few things called that, but the saltwater high ties, I don't know where it is, but I want to try to switch the thread up too as switching the bucktail, because I'm not mentally prepared to try any salmon flies anytime soon. And I have a little box where I'm like trying to accumulate feathers for that, because there's a few that like the structure. I just, I got step by step it. It's perfect. But the shoot, totally forgot what I was saying. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, how they switched the thread up like every 2 wraps. And some of them, it's one of my favorite parts. It reminds me of like interior decoration or something where like every molding on the wall or something is a different color and like every wall is almost frames, like a pictures themselves. I like crown molding a lot. That is like Legos, or like large scale craft supplies. Yeah. Picture frames for your house. Hopefully soon, Adonis. I am. Oh, right on, Ryan. Yeah, but I can't get over how these last few years went. Everything's so freaking permanent that it is the worst possible. I think the reason I can't hear my own thoughts is because I completely removed myself from them. Because I haven't processed anything or anything, and I don't think I'm going to go to any form of anything. I think the best thing is really to just finish the last few things I have to move, and then just try to get onto the beach now that it's cooler. Like, if you're falling asleep in the sun, it's still hell outside, but in shaded, it's already another season, you know. I can feel the chill in my bones already, but I gotta get down there. I have a fishing cart technically, it just doesn't do too well in the sand. And it kicks my heels. I was gonna get one, but every time I hit add cart, I just remove it because, like, certain things, when they get past a price point, I become convinced that I could make it for nothing, which I did there. I did do it. Lawnmower wheels. And man, if you're not careful, your ankles will get wrecked. And it's a solid cart there. It was in the garbage. It was missing a wheel. But there is a lawnmower in an overgrown like garbage pile that had its wheels still. Like the lawnmower like hardly existed anymore. The wheels were perfect. Hey, that's sweet. That is really sweet. Wendy's flies are impeccable. I can't wait to see the colors for saltwater. Because already I have a lot of rainbows and stuff, and I've been trying to do some like freshwater, like interchangeable from freshwater to intercoastal. And this is the only one that's come out pretty alright. And the structure, like adding the stuff needs way more, but all the other ones flopped. And I really want to get more patterns and stuff in it. And color, because I'm not too good with color yet. I get too sidetracked by it. And the flash. Flash has been an issue for a long time for me. Because I can't get the proportions right. I'm hoping the thinner flash will help a lot. Because sometimes it I don't know. But also I'm like, right now I'm back to dunking things in water. So I'm not even really seeing how it swims. But man, yeah, that's gonna be sweet. I love when people, or especially when people that like a lot of the freshwater flies, I consider that like architecture and a lot more interesting. Sometimes I will be tying these big soppers and then watching Fly Smith streams, and it's these like tiny little articulate dainty things, and I'm just like, you know. and sometimes I lose the mechanical bits for it. And because some of them are just tassels. That's what it feels like sometimes. But they're just giant streamers. And I want to try to use some of the streamer patterns for sabiki, but I don't want to cross any lines. No, I just haven't picked any yet. Or any direction. I tried freestyling sabiki, but they just got too crunchy. The crystal flash, the Amazon crystal flash is too crunchy. Let's see. Oh. I like the Crazy Charlie patterns a lot, the bonefish patterns. I've never really heard anything about bonefish in this area, but we have ladyfish, which, judging by like forums and stuff, seem to go for the same things. And like I've seen people try to come up with ways to avoid the ladyfish, which you can keep ladyfish. So I don't know. Like ladyfish fritters. I've only made them once, and I'll definitely make them again if I ever run into one again. And yeah, Palm Beach County. I need to get on the pier or something. A buddy of mine's usually down to go. I just I don't know, can't plan for shite anymore. Cause man, I moved back to I don't know, a lot of reasons, I guess. But constantly readjusting like every few weeks has exhausted my insides. And oh yeah, moving back into my childhood home was not something I planned on one bit. Even in worst case scenarios, I never planned on this. So been trying to make the best of that and get this room more productive, which is feeling a lot better because before I was kind of in the way in a house that's being renovated. So time flies and people are carrying machinery back and forth. But it was a real. I wish I had a way to film it, but it was so loud. But it, for some reason, it's one of my favorite experiences of all time. The one guy had a glass eye and knocked it with a screwdriver and said life was short. The first day back, it's just seared into my mind. It was an appreciated moment. And the one dude, like, because it's a lot of architectural salvage, so it'll be a lot of tiles, a lot of crown molding, and things that, like a picture frame used to frame a window instead of, getting stuff like that. Oh, it's addicting to watch. And it's like HDTV right in front of me. But so, you got to be strategic while you're watching or observing because if you're spotted, you will be carrying something. You will be either carrying something or holding something. But, I'm done with that. The giant bamboo rod or bamboo curtain rods look like something out of scene in SpongeBob. I hate to. It just looks like that, like kind of like if they had a. It looks like a cartoon drawing. It's brilliant. I really like it. I wish I had some curtains with a tie. That's a sheet. I don't know if you can see it. Got my lockers inside too. My mom's been going through her records to start listening to them again because she's sick of ads, and like I'll play music every now and then. If I have, I don't know, I accidentally do the YouTube. I don't understand how I accidentally do it because it's unsubscribed, but every few months I get YouTube Premium out of nowhere, and it is night and day difference, I will say, because I throughout the day I usually use the phone just for music on in the background or something, and or listen to things like radio, but it is a night and day difference, and yeah. Cool thing with albums though is, or records, is it's the only time I really listen to full albums. CDs, too easy to skip, and album or vinyl, I've always been able to zone out and actually let it play in the background rather than like on the phone, forget about it, I'm changing the song every 2 seconds. But, and that eats up time. And it's starting to get to me like how much time listening to music takes, which is, I sit at this desk all day. I just think about shit wrong, and all day. But yeah, it's getting to the point where it's like becoming like noise because of that. So always looking for music recommendations too. And man, I just can't scroll anything anymore. Like, I don't scroll Twitter because, to be honest, it confuses me. I have no idea what anybody's talking about. It's a bunch of reposts and just like random. It's very random. Like, not very random. It's all the same shit. I've never seen something so repetitive and so random in my life. There it is. I don't even know what I'm looking at when I'm scrolling it. And it's all news stuff. I get notified when J.K. Rowling. I've never followed this woman. I know her from growing up in the early 2000s. Harry Potter dominated everything. And then I guess she upsetted some people, which brought her name back to being plastered everywhere. Among that, or beyond that, I have no real idea. Certainly never followed her on Twitter. But every day I have a little bubble next to that X, and then I hit, and then I have to see that J.K. Rowling posted. I'm consoled by the precious gift of your I don't follow her. I don't understand why I see it. I was taken by that, but I've been taken by that for like over a year now too. And yeah. And YouTube, if I could see my feed. My farming was a terrible deal for humans. Well, to be fair, that dude, Professor Jang, please excuse if I mispronounce. Jiang. Really, really. Anytime I see these videos, I usually pop one on because plenty of ways to think. And oh, I just got sidetracked. My bad. The time is a weird one. thankful that I have a generator. I have a tiny generator. I lost the bag. Well, I tied a ton of flies tonight. I organized real good though, finally. Like, I have now a tray for accent feathers, because one thing is I like having the chunks of bucktail because you can just blend colors really easy. But the next thing I want to do is cheeks, and using speckled and striped. Like, these are some of my favorites. I'm really stoked to have some in person. Sounds ridiculous, but I don't have a fly shop near, and none of the tackle shops sell anything hand-tied. And I'm just really stoked to see them in person. And, yeah. No loop. Which, anyway, so I've just been trying to find out feathers that are still on the neck for that shape. Would this be ideal for, like, stripping back to the shore? Because I'm trying to get on the beach. A buddy of mine has a relative that, so I'm not sure, like, are you allowed to fish on private beaches? I don't know. Am I going to? Yes. I've been trying to build a rod because I was gonna get like $100 like combo thing, but at that point might as well get $100 reel and use something that I don't mind like replacing. The rod is way cheaper, and for saltwater, I don't want anything plastic, and all the combos it's like plastic. So it's shujiling. I forget what it's called. Man, I'm not even connected to the words coming out of my mouth. It's crazy. I hate being like aware of that kind of stuff, because it feels like there's like a whole distance in between thoughts and like, I guess, the vocalized ones. I don't know. Like, I'm coming from two different places. And it's been surreal. My mom's holding up way better than I ever expected though, because last few months have been like dead exhausting. But the more I think about it, just the more fucked up it gets. I can't conceal that. And it's just so permanent. And that is just really unexpected permanence, I guess. And just existing like as blank as possible to not just a little odd, I guess. But I think what I'm gonna do, it's 5 now. I don't know when the sun rises, but I think what I'm gonna do is do what I did today and fall. Oh, I can think I'm exaggerating or not. I'm gonna fall asleep outside so I don't sleep all day, because the heat of the sun and baking alive will wake me up. Something an alarm just can't do for me at all. So yeah, I'm gonna do that again. And I had great success with today. I was up bright and early. It hit me. I'm like, well, a while back I was sleeping too much, and it was when I was trying to make like a little handmade shop or whatever. So I threw away the bed and got a army cot to sleep less, in which I did. I toss and turn, so that last toss of the night, I would slam my hip on the metal bar and I'd wake up, and that was my alarm clock. But hit me that anytime I went camping, the tent used to turn into an oven, and that was like the best alarm clock, because you like physically can't lay there like power chugging water before you go to sleep. You know, this is these are desperation attempts at waking up the next day for people who don't want to. You understand? Just kidding. But yeah. So yeah. I've asked people to throw water in my face before, like nights before something, having to wake up, or you know, but they never did. So I never was able to see, which, yeah. It's like, you're gonna be pets for a second. I'm gonna be like praising your name directly after, because, oh, sleeping in is one of my, it gets me down so bad. It's just, I mean, because it's already like time travel, and, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, hope everyone's having a beautiful night. I think I am going to blast my eardrums a little more and finish organizing. I just, yeah, I don't know. Just waiting it out, I guess. But here, quite literally at this desk all day, every day, just, man, I wish I wish, the world wasn't commandeered, because everyone I know kind of moved out of this area. I wish I knew talkers right now. Instead of, because I'm pretty dang quiet, and I like having people that frankly can't shut up, because it's like interactive radio. It's not selfish, all right? I'm not living in my own world. I'm a part of society. Because, yeah, I have desk rooms, it's not the most social space, and I used to know a lot of artsy folk, but everyone got all radicalized or whatever. Can I say that? Because that's what happened. It's the truth. I think, I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to like think at all, and the silence is just forcing like my mind to get all staticky. So I will probably try when the sun's out. I meant to do that today, but I had like furniture to thankfully move. If I'm trying to be distracted, oh, I get real excited for something to do. And moving object by object by oneself, and like I also, like, I've been trying to find an apartment for the last few months, going from not being able to find an apartment to quite literally, and it's wild. I don't understand like what even the theme of my thought should be right now. Like, it's wild. It is hell, and I wish I could disappear completely. But I can't. So, best I could do is get all my supplies here, in which I did. But man, it's just so surreal. That's why I have to like get headphones back in my ear because if I could vocalize how little it made sense, like, but I don't even think I could get the words out. It's like it's just really like what is there has to be a word, probably in German or Japanese, that means expected but also not at all expected. like it was the whole, if you don't do this, then this is what's gonna happen for a long time, and like then this is gonna, like, it's crazy when that actually happens, I guess. But yeah, so I am going to go and listen to definitely not the same music I listened to when I was in middle school. Nostalgia tripping at the gates of hell. But I love y'all. I hope y'all have a beautiful evening. I need to snap out of it and like just pay attention. Hey Sue, how you been? Yeah, my eyes are on fire right now, for real. Like if I looked at the camera for longer than 2 seconds, it's wild. I physically can't sleep. And like I just end up sitting there anyway, type thing. So yeah, I have to wait until I'm like physically exhausted, and then I end up sleeping all day, which I can't do. And but yeah, it is every single thing is just so ass backwards. I've stopped trying to make sense of my own life a long time ago. But man, it is a strange time in the world, and in my world, I guess, or my existence is what the fuck? Like, I would never have expected anything like this. I always said, like, my biggest fear is like lightning and martial law. And like, I mean, I have a bunch of biggest fears, but you know, the news, nothing seems real. I think I'm starting to understand when people say that, because I always wonder, like, well, what aspects don't feel real? Like, like a physical doesn't. But yeah, okay. I love y'all. Have a beautiful evening. I just, yeah, I know as soon as I think and form a sentence. So, the only reason why I'm drinking coffee right now is because I had a headache. But I hope everyone has a beautiful evening. Hey Tracy, finally caught you. Yeah. Just gonna see if also now that I have a spot I could put him in to finally get a canoe. There's a Gnu, but I have to get it registered and all that kind of thing. I'm afraid if I use the wrong word, I'll get shot. So, a traveler from a faraway land, perhaps travelers, their boat washed ashore on the beach. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I was like, is there finders keepers with those if they're small enough? Because some of them you get like, take, but some, it looks like it just got left there. But anyway, no, Jam, no, they totally don't, but it's all good. Anyways, I hope all y'all have a beautiful evening. I don't even want to say it, but I'm gonna try to be on earlier tomorrow. I don't know what happens. Heavy on the zoning out this time, but slowly, like, this is the loudest I think my voice has been in a few days. I just feel like slipped dimensions or something. Everything is so off. Like, obviously the world and like the news articles, because I don't really click on them anymore. I just read the titles to see. It's wild to just scroll and read the titles, like wild enough. Unless it's something local or interesting. But anyways, love y'all. Happy trails. Happy Saturday! Indeed, jeez. Time is flying by. But I also want to look at some more pictures of the brook trout. I can't get over that print. The red inside of the green, it just is so surreal. I've seen people do that on flies using like eyes or something. I don't know what they're using, but it's like these shiny little polka dots. But anyways. Oh, I don't know if I did it on stream, but I did add the eyes. I don't think I did. Pink eyes. Anyway. Yeah, Adonis sleep well is also yeah. Hopefully it's the amount of suck this like last few months has been is like leading to some like gold at the end of the rainbow. I've seen 3 rainbows in like 4 days. Full rainbows. So I'm trying to look on the bright side, but it's so hard not to like get caught in like a feeling selfish or something. I don't know how I'm gonna put my finger on it, but it's like so many of my plans included my dad, but now I have to like not like find emptiness and that stuff, and still, yeah, I don't know any fishermen now. Like that was also the only fisherman I knew in person, and he Anyways, like, the worst part is he probably doesn't even know he's gone. Like, that's wild to me. Like,